2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Here's Edwards.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make this.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in a running game, and they did it to perfection. And caught
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Everyone's got 4 down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Check 4, check 4. Check 9, check 9.
Now we'll give right side Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Balaj. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On the draw is Edwards. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold. On the screen, this is Coleman. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Toss play to Balaj. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 21-3 is your score after 1. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. On first down, Coleman. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the 50, it's Darnold. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The pickup there, 5 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Give me that ball, defense. Go, ladies. Go, ladies. Give me that ball, defense. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, foxtrot.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now Balaj. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Switch.
They run it with Balaj. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Tight.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well. And
a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Push him back. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Focus, defense, focus. Mike, check. 59. I got one.
Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Ward. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Check 53's Mike. Hey, pick up.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's what I'm talking about. Not here, boy.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Edwards. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jet, take 3. 218, chopper.
Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34.
Check 49, check 49. Watch the safety crease.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Darnold. That's into the hands of Edwards. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Ed Oliver with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Balaj. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Darnold down to throw. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. Oh, good move. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. That, folks, is a 94-yard punt return. And the Texans push further out in front.
let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go to about the 8, and you're right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. To throw again on second down. Darnold over the middle. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Second and 9 at the Texans' 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold is going to float this one deep right, and this is caught inside the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets, and even 40 yards. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd down and goal. Darnold, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill, kill, kill. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
They'll try and run. Edwards. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Gus Edwards. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Room here to run. And there he goes again. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Edwards. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking deep for Jennings. the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw is Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's get in! And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Exit, exit.
The drive will commence with a run by Barrage. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. You have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Win the rep, let's go right here. 53's the mark.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. 23 yards, the final tally. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Darnold. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Darnold to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 4th down, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
That one good for 33 and a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Mike Fox. Wants to run. They're running it. Mike's 59.
On 3rd down, Allen. Looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, Echo.
Now Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Darnold on 1st down. That's caught by Jennings. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Darnold. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now it's Darnold. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.